Guys, I'm live with Debbie. She's on the phone with me. You could probably hear her voice. Debbie, can you tell us about your project?
Hi, everybody. Sorry we couldn't connect, but there's something wrong with, I don't know if it's my laptop or my phone or the connection. I don't know. Hi. Okay. Yes, I have written a very, very good movie about the farm murders in South Africa. It is taken America by storm. Everybody's very interested in it. Basically, it is about three very brutally murdered farmers. It's all based on true facts. So there's no fiction or anything like that. I wanted the people from all over the world to know exactly what is going on in South Africa. And the only way that they will believe and know what is going on is by putting it into a movie, playing it, and letting the whole world see. And nobody can stop and lie and say anything about this movie because it is true facts. It's a true story.
That's great. And when did you start with this project?
Okay, well, I am taking it, well, as you know, I came up this week to see the producers and that, and also to come and do a co-host at a red carpet event for PIF, Python Film Festival. And also to get the opportunity to give my movie to the best producers and directors here in America. I'm meeting them all up tomorrow evening, and some have already read the script and they said it is very powerful and dramatic. So I am looking so forward to having it done, and hopefully we can start in a month or two. So if everything goes well tomorrow.
Debbie, are you a producer and a film writer before? Have you written scripts before? No?
No.
Okay.
No, I've never in my life did something like this. But because of the farm murders and the farmers, they're very close to my heart. I've been doing a lot of research on all the farm murders, the genocide that's been going on. I've lost some friends, farmers that have passed away, that's been murdered. I've been a victim of crime. So yes, I can't just sit and let things happen like this. It's hardcore.
Yes.
And it's also very hardcore to see little kids of 3 years old being raped by 5 people and then being set alight. I mean, it is not normal. Who does this?
No.
So I'm begging South Africa. I mean, I'm woman alone taking on everybody, and I'm woman alone, and I'm asking South Africans to please stand together for goodness sake. I mean, I don't know what is wrong. Everybody's talking big. Stand together and let's do this.
Yeah, that's why we formed. That's why we formed the USAC organization, to get everybody to just join one group. Our biggest deal right now is we need to get rid of the ANC completely. The ANC, the EFF, even the DA now has become a crooked organization with the ANC. So, and just...
That is the problem.
Yeah.
That is the problem we have now in South Africa. We don't know who to vote for.
Yes.
So what do you do? I mean, you can't just go and vote for a little party that means nothing, because your vote is going to go to waste. So who do we vote for?
Well, I can tell you something we're working on. I know you spoke to one of the ladies today.
Yes, I'm meeting her tomorrow.
Okay, good. Have a good chat with her. I'm working behind the scenes to put that all together, and they have already got 1 million followers. So once we have that together, then I'll announce what I think and where we should go in the future, what I'm actually thinking about. Our biggest problem, and I'm trying to tell everybody over there to stop fighting each other. We have a common cause, and the common cause is to get rid of the ANC and these criminals. right now, I put a voice thing out today to a lot of people. I want them to spread that message all over the place, because that message explains that these criminals are taking over the country. After Mandela died, the criminals got involved, and now they're stealing everything and doing everything they can to break the country. Just this last
that is the problem, Craig. You know, if the people are just going to sit back and think, you know, oh well, nothing's happened to me so far,
yes.
So it's okay. You know, as long as they don't touch me, it's all right. If they've got that attitude, we're going to be the next Zimbabwe.
Yes.
It's already happening.
What people don't realize, what people don't realize is, yes, what they don't realize, the land reform has got nothing to do with the farms. The land reform is to take everybody's land.
Exactly. I mean, they are just doing what they want to. Everybody is like nonchalant and saying, you know what, as long as the government doesn't touch me, we are okay. They can do what they want to. We're not getting involved. But you know, once you have become a statistic in the crime,
yes.
Then they want to throw the toys out of the cot and say, I'm going to do this and I'm going to do that. Then it's too late.
It's too late.
Do something now. Before the election.
The elections are going to be in May, which is good. Yeah, the elections are going to be in May, just around the corner. I have this petition. Exactly. I have this petition for 1 million signatures. And everybody's crying, help me, help me, help me. They won't sign the petition. I have 15,000 signatures. I need 1 million signatures. With 1 million signatures, with this.
That is what I'm saying.
Yes.
These people are all saying, yes, we're behind you, we're this, we're that. But you know, when push comes to shove, nobody wants to get involved. But then they are the ones that have got 110 things to say.
Yes.
And if South Africa don't fall, because I'm here, I'm listening to these people, I'm talking to people here. If South Africa is not going to wake up and fight for their country, I'm sorry, you know, you've got to be cool to be kind. But, you know, South African people are a little bit soft right now, and they need to wake up, for God's sake. They need to wake up.
You know, and I was trying to tell people, too, Trump signed the Weisel Genocide Prevention Act.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
With my petition, and of 1 million signatures that people sign, we can use that law to have the UN involved and the United States get involved, because it's basically violating the law.
Exactly.
Okay.
But now South Africa doesn't understand this. They think because the act was signed that they can sit back now, America's going to help. They don't understand that they need the petition. Trump needs evidence. He needs proof. He can't just go on hearsay. Do you understand?
Yes.
These people need to sign the petition.
Yes.
They need to get. That is why the movie is also made so that the people can see. But that's going to happen in 2 months' time. That is not going to be enough time.
We don't have time. We're out of time, and I'm gonna
need to do something now.
Yes, I'm gonna tell you all something too. You can't sit back now and wait. And another thing too that irritates all of us that are working hard at. Listen, I'm getting 4 hours sleep a day, fighting this to help South Africa. And people don't realize, they say, well, hurry up. Well, you had 24 years to hurry up. And I wish I'd started this 3 years ago, because we wouldn't be in this situation right now. So I have to.
We can't do everything ourselves. We are trying our best to help.
I know. We need their help.
They are not willing to help us. You know, we can't fight against thunder. I'm sorry.
I know.
I mean, I've really tried to come to New York, and I was doing this for the farmers, and I was doing this for South Africa. And you know what? Out of all those thousands and millions of people, I had like 4 supporting me. Yeah. 4 supporting me.
I know it's.
Really, what does it tell you? What does it tell you? What is the problem? Do they want to wake up like Zimbabwe, wake up one morning and say, you know what, South Africa signed South Africa over to the Russians or to China? Whoopie-woo. We done. We lost. So what now? What do they want?
I have to tell you something. In all this that I've been trying to do, I initially started USAC with the intentions of trying to unite South Africa, especially actually everybody, especially moderate blacks, moderate Indians, coloreds, whites, and the whites are the worst. You all hate each other. Why? I don't get it.
Exactly.
Listen, and I'm gonna tell other people that, yeah, and I'm gonna tell other people that irritate me too, is there's not just Afrikaans people, there's English, Portuguese, Lebanese, Jewish, you name it, it's all there. Everybody. You're not a race you're one race. You're white race. Okay, and you're being discriminated against. So you guys need to join. Each one of you have a part to play in this organization. And guys, sign the petition. I can use the Basel law. It gives it teeth. Don't be scared. Once I have 1 million signatures, they can't go after you. They can't touch you. If they do, they know. And listen, Malema, this Andile guy, and by the way, Mamama is his name, which means shit in one of the languages. And Ramaphosa and Zuma, they're all going to be held for crimes against humanity. They think I'm joking. Sooner or later, I will get them, all of them. Well, listen, there's another guy, Gaspari. People get mad at him, but listen, this guy's pumping out documents after documents and going after these guys. And he's exposed all the corruption and all that stuff, right? He's another person that's helping you guys. Don't ram him, you know? People want to know when you bring in the army. I told everybody I'll bring the world. Didn't mean I'm going to bring an army to fight a war. If you want a war, I could have started it last year. Nobody would have won.
You can't get the Americans if they don't sign a bloody petition. So what do?
Yeah, you listen. I can only do as much as I can.
I'm here now. I'm here to do what I needed to do. You are there. You know, what more can we do? I'm leaving back in a couple of days, and I'm still waiting on things from people from South Africa, which I have not received yet. So how on great God earth do I go forward if they are not going to do what needs to be done? Tell me that.
Exactly. So, here's the thing. People need to realize that there are people out there trying to help. Tammy's out there trying to get you guys jobs overseas through the internet. So you can, okay.
Yeah, she just posted that thing about the jobs for everybody that needs a job in South Africa.
Exactly.
Now, really, I mean, that is what they need.
Here's another thing too. We've been saying all along, take the squatters off the squatter camps and put them on the farms. If there's 20, yes, if there's 20 people on the farm, they're not going to come and attack the farm.
Yeah.
And they will give these people skills and jobs to do as well. Listen, what the government's trying to do is make you vacate the land. If you vacate the land, you lose the land. You don't want to do that.
Oh, Craig, I don't know. Hey, I'm not going to stop. I'm going to carry on.
No.
I'm doing this for my country. I'm not going to be a Rus. I'm going to carry on doing what I'm doing, even if I save myself, even if I get killed doing it. I've got nothing more to lose. As I said to you, I was statistic. My children were held up in our home, and it's not a joke. It is not a joke to be almost hijacked. It's not a joke for your kids to be held up in your home. It's just not a joke. I mean, people must really start waking up. Don't wait to become a bloody statistic. You just wake up.
The people don't realize. People don't realize the minute these farms collapse, you got Zimbabwe.
I know. We're going to be hungry one of these days because the farmers are not going to want to farm anymore.
No.
They're all leaving South Africa. And apparently, what is her name? Helen wants to do a tax.
Just a boycott. Tax boycott.
Tax. I mean, what is? I don't know. You know what?
The thing is, the tax base is only based on mostly the whites in South Africa who pay their tax.
Exactly.
So if you cut the taxes off, these people have no money.
Exactly.
Yes. Also, the services they don't realize, the blacks don't realize, are paid by the whites, not by the blacks. They demand water, they demand electricity, they demand roads, they demand all kinds of stuff, but they won't pay for it because the government's told them everything is for free. Then they can't provide it because they don't have enough money. And they're all driving around in BMWs and they got the girlfriend and the nice house, but the stuff is not getting done. Every single department in the whole of South Africa has collapsed.
Everything. I mean, we might as well just close up everything and move out of the country because if they're not going to stand together and fight for South Africa, then I don't know. They might as well just everything and then go somewhere else.
Yes, guys need to sign the petition. You don't have time.
Yeah.
In the next 4 months, you don't have time. In that 4 months, I'm going to announce who you need to vote for. And it's not the DA, it's not the ANC, it's not the BLF, which has now been cancelled. They took their license away, or the EFF. And I can guarantee you Malema will then, just before the elections, he's going to go melt back into the ANC because he was part of the ANC from the beginning. So was the BLF. There was all a plan. And the DA, the whole entire time, has been ANC. Because most of the whites that were in the DA were all NAC party members. And who sold us down the road 24 years ago? De Klerk and his buddies.
Yeah, no, we really need a good party, and I can't beg people not to vote ANC. I mean, what has the ANC done for us now in the last 20 years? I can't beg them not to vote for EFF. People are brainwashed. The youngsters, unfortunately, are brainwashed. They're living in the apartheid era all over. It's just reversed. They are brainwashed with the most ridiculous things. Everything has gone for the hospitals, the schools, everything. I mean,
okay, so what people don't realize, yeah.
We need to take back our land. We need to fix it up before it becomes like Zimbabwe.
See, and people don't realize the minute they burn the schools down, they lose a generation of education. Most of these adults that are running around right now, this was in the 70s and 80s when they were burning all the schools. Now they're adults. They have got no education. They believe anything the ANC tells them.
Exactly.
And every time it's the same story over and over and over. Yeah. Malema just stole all the money out the bank. That bank, the VBS bank. And he's talking all about corruption, and he's the biggest crook of them all.
Exactly.
But I do have a question. I do have a question that I do not understand. Theresa May came there not so long ago and gave Ramaphosa 50 million pounds to help him with the land reform. right? I do not understand this. I also don't understand, and I put it on Twitter today. Why does every single president in South Africa have to go bow before the Queen? Why?
Only they will know that, hey.
So something stinks here.
Yeah.
And how come the royal family has not said one word about what's going on over here in South Africa? Another thing that I found interesting, and what people don't realize is the Queen's cousin lives in Durban. Her direct family live in Durban. That tell you something.
Yeah.
When the Queen of England came to South Africa in the 1950s, when she was about 21 years old, and she had just got married, she was with her cousin, and her cousin met a South African guy and got married. And they live in Natal. I've met them before. And the Queen said nothing. The whole royal family said nothing. Most of Natal are British people, from descendants from the Britain. My family are from Britain. My great-great-grandfather was David Livingstone's cousin. He was direct cousin to Livingstone. My direct grandfather was nominated for the Victorian Cross in the First World War. So, you know, I'm appalled. I'm appalled.
It's very scary. It's really scary.
Here's the thing too that people don't realize: China is literally going to rape South Africa.
It is. It's going to happen. It's going to happen, and people need to wake up, because just like Putin took over the Zimbabwe, China is waiting to get their clutches into South Africa. It's happening already. So, you know, you're going to wake up one morning and you're going to hear exactly how Zimbabwe heard that their country was sold to the Russians. They're going to hear it from China.
What I find quite ironic is that they kicked Zuma out, charged him for all kinds of crimes. He piped up and said, "I'm going to tell everybody what you did." Suddenly he's back in the government again. What does that tell you? Every single one of those cabinet members that have been busted for all kinds of crimes and corruption and everything, they never get fired. They just get moved to the next department.
That is true.
Right?
True.
Your railways are completely shut. Nobody pays for tickets to get on the train. They just get on the train. They don't pay for electricity because they're robbing all the power lines. So Eskom can't pay their bills. Who's paying Eskom? The whites.
Okay, let's get this thing now going. I'm going to start as well. We get this million signatures for the petition, and I'm going to make a point of it. Get the people in South Africa. You push it as well. Tammy can push it as well. And look, the three of us, I'm sure, and Elizabeth tomorrow, if we stick together, the four of us, and we get South Africa to sign the petition so that it can reach the Americans now while we are all here, then we can have a positive feedback by the time I leave here.
Yes.
So, you know, what is it for, we 5 million in South Africa, right? We need 1 million, guys. For God's sake, please, I'm begging you, sign the petition. I'm here. Let's do this thing now.
Yes.
I can't speak to people if I don't have your backup.
Yes. Not only that, this organization, this thing that I'm talking about, it's an alliance. It's an alliance of a bunch of Christian-backed organizations that are throughout Africa that are sick and tired of what is going on. These are highly educated whites and blacks, coloreds and Indians, and co-sign people.
I've spoken to quite a bit, and and everybody needs some kind of documentation, some kind of proof, some kind of what is going on. Now you put it all in a petition, you get the people to sign to show that it is like so that they can come and help. But no, I don't know what South Africa's, how their mindset is working, really. I'm flabbergasted.
And guys, and here's another thing, Debbie, I'd like everybody to realize. Please don't insult us. You have no idea how hard we work. I don't know if you guys saw the video of me earlier this year. I was healthy. I was big and fat, and I didn't have all these lines on my face. I'm not sleeping. I'm working. I'm working 20 hours a day.
You're working very hard. I mean, I see what you're doing. I know what you're doing.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah. And
I wish the South Africans want to appreciate and know what you guys are doing, what we're doing to get help.
And also, you know, another thing too is, like, guys, please don't send people penises on just to get attention. You know, these ladies need some respect. You know, and don't insult us and tell us hurry up, when are you going to give, when are you going to do this, when are you going to do it. You have no idea how hard this is. How much
walk into an office and say, listen, help us, you know.
Yeah.
You need to make appointments.
Everybody needs to contribute to helping yourself.
What is this about? Before you can just go in and make a statement like that, you need proof. You need to it's worse than going to court. So really, guys, you know, assist us, assist Craig as well, and Tammy and them, help to get help for you guys. I mean, we are doing it for South Africa. We're not doing it for ourselves. I'm not doing it for myself.
There's an old saying, help me, help you.
Exactly.
Yes.
Exactly.
It takes a few brave people to do it. Yes. Also, guys, those squatters out there, there's hundreds of them. There's old people stuck in old age homes. They can't get help. They're being treated like crap. There's little kids that are in these orphanages. There are these white kids. They have no help at all. They're at the mercy of the government. Take them out of there. Take them home. Put them on a farm. Get at least 20 people on farms all over. There's old people out there that are really scared right now. They don't have technology to call on the cell phone. Some of them don't even know how to use a computer. Just this last 2 days, one man was hung with a piece of wire and his wife was shot in the face. And just today, 2 more people were shot to death, a man and a woman, in the elderly people. Guys, it's every single day now. You got to go out there and help them. Go get those kids out of the orphanages. Go get those people out of the damn squatter camps and put them on the farms. Go help them build a couple of houses, or even just, like, you know, cheap housing, so that at least there's 20 of them on each one of these farms. There's 30,000 farms. I'm sure you could put a couple thousand people out there and get them out of the city, out there, not vulnerable. And at least they'll learn skills and have food. And listen, if they got the internet, Tammy's putting together a whole list of different things you guys can get on the internet and make some extra money. Listen, $1,000 is 16,000 rand or 14,000 rand, right? Something like that. $100 is 1,000 rand. That's a lot of money.
Well, Craig, I want to thank you very much from me. I really appreciate everything you have done, and I truly mean it from the bottom of my heart. I've seen all your hard work. I've spoken to a lot of people. Everybody speaks very highly about you. And I really and truly hope that South Africa is going to stand by us now and help us to get the petition signed.
Yes.
Unfortunately, I've got a very, very big meeting tomorrow morning, and I need to say nighty night to you guys. Thank you for having me on your show.
You're welcome. And I have to say something before you go. I'm not the only one. There's Tammy. There's a lot of other people involved in all their hard work. I'm just one guy, but there's a lot of work. There's a lot of other people involved.
There's a lot of guys that is helping.
And everybody's got to listen. Everybody's contributing to this thing.
Exactly, and it's actually a shame that Americans have to do. The people in America has to do something for South Africa, because the South Africans are just sitting and
having yes.
Scared. They are being victimized. If they do try and do something, the businesses get jeopardized. So I do understand that they are in a predicament.
Yes,
but,
yes. I'm gonna make a call right now. All the South Africans that have left South Africa, who have family there, who have not looked back, don't look the other way now. There's about 10 million of South Africans that left. You all over the world. Start campaigns. Go to your politician. Knock on doors. Get the groups together. Get all your South African friends together. You all know each other. You all know the groups. Get together. Australia, New Zealand, England, Germany, Holland, everywhere. Everywhere. Canada, America. There's hundreds of us out here. Guys, join hands and help. In the end, South Africa will disappear into history like Zimbabwe, and we will all be going, oh my God, I should have done something. Do it now. We don't have time. It's around the corner. We need you. Because listen, this is going to turn into a civil war. We don't stop this now.
Yeah, sure. It is. Anyway, Craig.
Thank you, Debbie. All the best. Yes. Thank you very much for coming on, and we appreciate what you're doing.
Thank you so much. Hey.
Good luck tomorrow.
And keep in touch, and we'll stay in touch before I leave for South Africa.
Okay, good luck, and have a good meeting tomorrow. Thank you. Take care.
Thank you. Okay. Night, guys.
Night, bye.
Bye. Bye-bye.
So guys, that's it for me. Go on our website, the USAC website. We will put as much as we can on there to try and help you guys. I really want, somebody put up UK does nothing. There is guys out there that are complaining too. There's a couple guys. So, and it's not the government, believe me. The British government is a bunch of, I called Theresa May a scumbag today. So it's me, Theresa May. I hope you meet me one day, because I'd like to, anyway, tell you how I feel about you. She's a terrible woman. To go dancing like an old chicken down there in South Africa, and then hand money over to the ANC government, and when she knows that they're murdering whites, is just beyond me. Here's another thing. I'm calling on all moderate Christian blacks, colored Indian, moderate people that don't want this. I'm just going to tell you, this land reform, the ANC government, they're just criminals. Every single thing that we found has been corrupted. They've stolen literally everything, and now they're trying to get into the reserve bank and steal everything there. That means you have no reserves, nothing. In Zimbabwe, everything is paid through the internet. If your internet collapses, you now have nothing. People are going to be starving, attacking each other to try and get some kind of form of money, right? Look at the military in South Africa. They got 2 jets that run. They've got 1 frigate that works, and I can guarantee you there's probably half the guns are full of dirt. So it's just a joke. The police are all corrupt. So guys, you got to vote these guys out and turn this country around. You got to explain to the blacks, the money's not coming from them because they're not paying their bills. If you don't pay your bills, you're not going to get nothing. You can't blame the whites all the time. They're the ones paying the money to give you services. You take that away, and they're gone. And guys, don't be complacent. Like Debbie said, sign the petition. There's 4 million of you, 1 million of you can sign it. Get hold of your family overseas too. Sign this petition. The visal law gives us teeth now. Also, we're trying to empower you guys too. Through the USAC website, Tammy's going to put up all this stuff. You need to get hold of her anytime. Get hold of her. She'll help you. Okay? But you guys, please give us a little bit of time to get all these documents together so we can file. It's all in our own time. We also have jobs and other things that we have to do too. So please just be patient with us, okay? This is not easy for us. I mean, I'm getting 4 hours sleep and I have to go to work at 4 in the morning. So right now it's 10:30 at night for me. So guys, anyway, I'm glad Debbie came on, and you guys, appreciate you all being there, and thanks again. Share this video. Good night. I'm out of here.